Hey y'all, Nova here. Today I have a guide on the best loadouts you should use if you're a new player in BattleBit. So starting out with your primary weapon, I'll have a build for both the AK-74 and the M4A1. Honestly, it's personal preference. I think people generally think that M4A1 is a better rifle right now, but I just enjoy the AK more, so I've been using it. So starting off with the AK, I would just use the red dot sight. Honestly, I've tried most of the sights and I think it's the best one. Side rail, I mean, it depends how many kills you have, so you may not have it unlocked yet, but as soon as you can, I'd slap a red laser on there. Really helps with not aiming down sights, just like hip firing. I don't know why I couldn't think of the name for that. There are better barrels, but if you don't have that many kills, beginning player and all that, compensator, and then later on the tactical barrel is really good as well. Honestly, you get this really early on. The B25 URK grip is amazing, and the reason is if you look down at reload time and draw speed, all of the other grips have a worse reload time and draw speed, and I find personally that the times when I die the most is when I'm reloading, honestly. So it's very important to reload quickly, which again, that's why on the magazine I have a quick mag. However, that takes quite a few kills to unlock, so generally most of you will have none, which is totally okay, but the quick redraw, make sure you have that on as soon as you can. Don't use extended. Look how much it hurts all of your reload time, draw, basically everything. Just use the quick mag. And then finally, camouflage, that's totally up to you. So that's the build for the AK-74. The M4A1 is going to be pretty much the same build, honestly. Yeah, I mean, I have less stuff unlocked, but you're going to want to use the red dot. As soon as you get it, unlock the red laser for 30 kills. Under barrel, 75 kills for the B25. Use the same thing, compensator while you're still low level. Use the quick reload or the quick draw once you get it. And then, yeah, so that should be all for them for A1. For secondary, it doesn't really matter. The pistols pretty much suck until you get up to these, like the Unica's decent, right? And the Glock 18 is really good, but that's rank 80, so very high. But pistols suck, don't use them. Bandage, only first aid, thing that you get. This is sort of depends on personal preference. I think C4 is wonderful because it lets you blow through walls. So I would highly suggest using C4. You can flank people where they're not expecting. Most people do not use C4 to the best of their ability yet. In the bigger maps, you can use C4 to blow up tanks and other vehicles, so also very good. That's why I'd suggest using C4 over Claymores. Claymores are good, but C4 is better. And then secondary gadgets, of course, I'm on medic, so we'll be running the medic kit. And then for your throwables, I almost always run the frag grenade. I mean, sometimes you can run smokes, but there's not much point. And you can really get a lot of kills with frag grenades. Make sure you're using these, just throw them out. You don't even have to see other enemies, just throw them in the general direction and you'll find you'll get a lot of kills. And then if you go to character, you can, adjust some stuff. I generally just use the normal helmet. The helmet doesn't matter that much, honestly. It's the chest that matters. You can't really change much yet. If you want to run faster, you can put on the light armor, but if you want more magazines, you could run like the normal armor, right? So you can get 2 magazines by doing that. You'll just run slower. And later on, the Ranger is really insane. You get less armor durability, but you get even 2 more magazines. So I'd definitely try putting that on later on. And I don't think the backpack matters that much. So then, if you would rather play Recon, or I don't really have a build for engineer support, you can figure that out for yourself. But and assault's basically the same with medic. You just don't get the revive kit. But if you want to play Recon, then I have a build for both of the weapons. So I've been messing around with the Mark 20. It's really nice for getting multiple headshots in the row, a lot faster than the SG, but the SSG just feels like you can get more consistent kills. So for the SSG, I generally, I haven't unlocked all the sights yet, so you're just gonna have to run with the sights that you have unlocked. It doesn't really matter much. I'd put on the stubby. It gives you some decent things, so less recoil and all that. Not that it really matters with a bolt. And then I just go down and find the one that gives the most velocity and accuracy for the barrel. And then of course these are the same. I would use C4. The only thing that would be different is for secondary gadget, as soon as you get the grappling hook, you're gonna want to, you could run the sledgehammer until then. Grappling hook's really good for getting on top of buildings, on top of towers. You just right click to aim and then left click to fire it. And throwables, sometimes I'll run smoke grenades if I need to get to cover, but usually I run frag grenades even as it really depends. Like if you're long range sniping, the smokes may be better for sure. though I think they can still see your scope glint through smoke, so don't quote me on that though. And then for the Mark 20, it's the same. I just have been using the burst. It's not my favorite scope. I'm sure there are better ones in there, but and then I've been using the one with the most recoil reduction. These have, you know, more horizontal, but the vertical just kicks up so much. So for now, and then if we go down, I guess the tactical is probably the best one. Yeah, it looks like the tactical is probably going to be the one that I'm going to run for the most part. And then on this, actually probably should be running the, yeah, should be running the stubby instead of that. So there you go. There's some early game builds for you if you want with the early game weapons. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please consider hitting that like button. If you want to play with me, I have a Discord link below. Feel free to hit that Discord link and join. I love playing with my viewers, so just hit me up. Feel free to @ me. I'm not at the point where I care if, you know, too many people are adding me in the general chat or whatever. And yeah, and if you want more videos like this in the future, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs. And yeah, so thanks y'all. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.